Well, John, we've got some light rain out there right now, and that rain will persist through the evening and overnight hours. But really, the rough weather that we've been talking about the past few days will not arrive until later tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. So let's show you Storm Tracker Live Doppler Network, and you can see just some persistent light showers that continue to pass through East Texas. They're moving from south to north. So if you are headed to any high school football games tonight, you're definitely going to want to have the rain gear on hand, as it will be kind of raining on and off throughout the course of the evening hours. But let's fast forward to tomorrow, because that's really the main event we want to focus in on. Notice the shading of green. That represents a slight risk for severe thunderstorms during the day tomorrow. Initially, it will start in south central Texas around the Austin, San Antonio areas, then spread east of the afternoon. For us, we will see these storms move in during the late evening hours Saturday night. If there's any good news, that slight risk has shifted a little further to the south, but areas along and south of a Crockett to Lufkin line, that's where we have the best chance maybe to see some damaging winds and some small hail as these storms move on through. And in terms of our risk assessment, again, notice what sticks out, the damaging winds. We could be talking about 50 to 60 mile per hour winds with these storms as they move through tomorrow night. And in order to be prepared and to get activated severe weather alerts, make sure you download our free KTRE weather app in your app store. It'll be a great tool to have on hand through the upcoming weekend. Yeah, and Red off the red nose pumping unit, probably going to get a little wet there on his red nose here coming up during the day tomorrow. But hey, he's been through worse. He's been through snowstorms, so I'm sure this is nothing he can't handle as he gets his training ready to guide Santa's sleigh here coming up in another month. Out there, though, this evening, it's a dreary night out there for sure. We've got a lot of clouds and a lot of light showers still falling across deep East Texas. And right now, some of the more moderate to steady rain is coming down across Polk County. So from Livingston up towards Seven Oaks and Corrigan, right along Highway 59, you'll find a slow go there. And then it extends eastward towards Barnum and Chester in areas right along State Highway 287 here this evening. So that's where the more moderate to heavy rainfall is currently taking place. And then just some very steady light showers further to the north once you get up into portions of Angelina and southern and western Nacogdoches counties. So if you're in Nacogdoches traveling out Highway 7 down, say, towards Pollock or Highway 21 to Douglas tonight, it's going to be a pretty slow go. So make sure you use the windshield wipers, slow down, and allow yourselves a little extra time as you make your way around East Texas. Now, the rainfall today has been steady and not too terribly heavy, but it's been beneficial. In fact, Bill Teague in southern Nacogdoches County right now picking up 0.8 of an inch of rain in his rain gauge so far, and temperatures are in the upper 50s and low 60s at the present time. So not necessarily what you would call a cold rain, but it's certainly damp, and when you have temperatures in the low 60s, you're still going to want to have that windbreaker if you're headed out this evening, and again, especially the rain gear if you're headed to the football games. Now, here's the storm system we've been talking about the past several days. In fact, you can see a little counterclockwise swirl here in the satellite and radar imagery. That's the upper low that we're tracking that will be moving into the state tomorrow, and that's the storm that will affect many cities here in the state of Texas, and including us here in deep East Texas, but we won't feel the impacts until late tomorrow night. So here's Futurecast, and let's time it out for you. Notice at 4 o'clock tomorrow, we've got clouds, maybe a couple showers in place, but not too much going on. By 10 o'clock, though, that's when this complex of storms starts to roll into East Texas. It will initially affect areas around the Grapeland, Crockett, and Trinity areas first, over towards Groveton, moving through the Highway 59 corridor, then by midnight, and then after midnight, it starts to push off toward the Sabine River, and then by Sunday, we'll start off with clouds early, then see sunshine for the afternoon. So Sunday right now looking very nice and very warm. In terms of rainfall, another 1 to 2 inches are possible, and keep in mind, this is on top of what we've already seen today. So those of you that have gotten close to an inch, you may end up with 2 to 3 inches of rain before it's all said and done. So for tonight, we're down to 59 degrees. Rain will persist through the overnight hours, 72 tomorrow. And again, that 80% chance of rain is mainly for those heavy thunderstorms coming in during the late evening and overnight hours. Sunday's looking fantastic. And really, once we get done with the main thunderstorm complex moving through tomorrow night, the rest of your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast looking fantastic. It will cool down by the middle of next week, but very seasonal temperatures, lots of sunshine, so great weather for the big travel day on Wednesday, and right now next Thanksgiving Day looking very nice.
So the weekend isn't a total loss. We'll still have Sunday to look forward to.
That's right. That's the bright side.
All right. Thank you, Brad.